do this.
No.
Shane. No. Oh, my God. No. For the love of mankind. Shane just exploded through our table.
The WWE ring is a perilous path for any athlete to pursue. A single incorrect move during the match can lead to severe injuries or even death. WWE has improved significantly over the years in handling severe injuries with their prompt response and efficient medical team to ensure the safety of the wrestlers in the ring. Nonetheless, there have been several cases where a wrestler was rushed to the hospital from the ring due to injuries sustained during a WWE match. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Time greats of WWE without mentioning Stone Cold Steve Austin. While some younger fans may not understand the hype, it's worth noting that Austin's wrestling career started in 1989 after playing college football. He quickly became a force to be reckoned with, winning numerous titles in the WCW. Despite having to change his persona, Austin remained a dominant fighter and became one of the most popular wrestlers of the Attitude Era, winning multiple championships and awards. Unfortunately, Austin was also plagued by injuries throughout his career, with one of the most serious occurring during a match against Owen Hart at SummerSlam 1997. During the match, Hart attempted a tombstone piledriver but accidentally dropped Austin on his head, causing a broken neck and temporary paralysis. The impact of the move caused Austin's neck to take a brutal hit, leaving him in excruciating pain. As soon as my head hit that mat, I was thinking about Christopher Reeve, because I thought I was never going to walk again, ever. I couldn't feel anything from my neck down, he said in an interview. That 20 seconds, it felt like forever. Slow motion, you know? What do? Do I look at the promoter and tell him this isn't part of the match? There's a point where you've got to say, what's more important, the guy's health or satisfying this crowd and the cameraman and everybody else? At that moment, the focus shifted from the match to Austin's well-being. The crowd watched in shock as Austin lay motionless in the ring, his future hanging in the balance. It took tremendous strength and determination for Austin to regain control of his body. Slowly, he began to crawl, using his forearms to move. The pain was intense, but he refused to stay down. Despite this, the show had to go on, and Hart managed to pin Austin to win the match. Austin was rushed to the hospital after the match, but things got worse when it was discovered that the hospital didn't have an MRI machine. Austin had to leave the hospital to get an MRI elsewhere, and no one from the WWE accompanied him. Eddie Guerrero. Next on our list is the legendary Eddie Guerrero. He was known for his incredible in-ring skills, captivating character-driven promos, and unforgettable stories, which left an indelible mark on the world of professional wrestling. However, his path to greatness was not without its fair share of hardships, including a harrowing injury that led to hospitalization. One of Eddie's most memorable feuds took place in 2004 with the imposing John Bradshaw Layfield, who was then the WWE champion. The two had a heated rivalry that captivated audiences with its intensity and personal stakes. However, disaster struck during their match at the Judgment Day pay-per-view. As the main event reached its climax, tensions ran high. Eddie and JBL were locked in a brutal battle, each determined to emerge victorious. In a pivotal moment, a crimson canvas, the sight of Eddie covered in his blood was both shocking and distressing. It was clear that something had gone wrong. The match was halted, and the concerned referee and officials quickly assessed the situation. Eddie's nephew, Chavo Guerrero, rushed to his side, realizing the severity of the injury. With the audience in disbelief, Eddie and Chavo were immediately rushed to the hospital. The gravity of the situation weighed heavily on everyone involved. The fear and uncertainty surrounding Eddie's condition cast a somber cloud over the wrestling world. Thankfully, Eddie's injuries were not as severe as initially feared. After receiving medical attention, it was determined that he would be able to recover and return to the ring. The incident served as a testament to Eddie's resilience and determination to entertain, even in the face of adversity. In the weeks following his hospitalization, Eddie made a triumphant return to WWE, showcasing his unwavering spirit and captivating the audience once again. His ability to overcome such a devastating injury only added to his legendary status and solidified his place in the hearts of fans worldwide. Eddie Guerrero's story is a testament to the physical toll that professional wrestling can take on its performers. It serves as a reminder that even the most skilled and beloved superstars are not immune to the risks involved in the ring. Eddie's journey, from the harrowing injury to his triumphant return, is a testament to his passion for the business and his unwavering dedication to his craft. Triple H, who is also known as The Game, is experienced in pushing his body to the limits in wrestling. But in one match, he faced a test of his determination and strength like no other. During the May 21st, 2001 episode of Monday Night Raw, Triple H suffered an injury that would change the course of his career. Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin were up against Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit in a main event match with a lot at stake. The match itself was legendary, but it was marred by a terrible injury that happened in a split second. As the match approached its climax, climax, things got chaotic both inside and outside the ring. In a crucial moment, Jericho had Austin trapped in the walls of Jericho, and Triple H rushed in to break it up. But as he did, he tore his left quadricep muscle, completely detaching it from the bone. The pain was unbearable, but Triple H refused to give in. He wrestled with just one leg, determined not to let his injury end the match. The crowd watched in amazement as Triple H fought through the pain, demonstrating his resilience and unbreakable spirit. Immediately after the match, Triple H was taken to the hospital. His injury was severe, as he couldn't put any weight on his left leg. It was a moment that could have ended his career and required extensive medical attention and a long road to recovery. Triple H had surgery to repair his torn quadricep muscle and embarked on a rigorous rehabilitation process. He spent months undergoing physical therapy and intense training, working tirelessly to regain his strength and mobility. It was a difficult journey, but Triple H never lost his determination. After a year-long absence from wrestling, Triple H made an impressive comeback. He defied the odds and showed that he was still a force to be reckoned with. The WWE Universe applauded and admired his incredible journey to recovery. Triple H's injury and hospitalization were a reminder of the physical toll that wrestling can take on its performers. It emphasized the risks that these superstars face every time they step into the ring and the sacrifices they make to entertain us. The Undertaker.
Brock Lesnar into the cover, hooks the leg, the streak is over.
WrestleMania 30 was a monumental event that will forever be remembered by WWE fans. It was a night of historic moments, but also a night of shock and disbelief. The Undertaker's legendary undefeated streak at WrestleMania was on the line, and the opponent who would ultimately break that streak was none other than Brock Lesnar. The match between the two wrestlers was one of the most anticipated events of the night. However, as the match unfolded, it became increasingly apparent that something was not right. The Undertaker, known for his unparalleled resilience and dominance at WrestleMania, seemed off his game. He was not performing like his usual self, and his movements appeared slow and sluggish. It was later revealed that early on in the match, The Undertaker suffered a concussion, leaving him disoriented and unaware of what was happening. It was a devastating blow to one of the most iconic WWE wrestlers of all time. In a recent interview, The Undertaker admitted that he got hurt so badly that he doesn't even remember the match. The toll of working just once a year caught up with him, and his body was not prepared for the trauma inflicted by Lesnar, a force unlike any other. The Undertaker's limited appearances in recent years made him more susceptible to the physicality of the match. The injury was so serious that concerns for The Undertaker's well-being were significant, and he was rushed to the hospital immediately after the match. Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, and even Vince McMahon himself left the biggest pay-per-view in WWE history to be by The Undertaker's side as he was rushed to a medical facility after the match. This gesture speaks volumes about the respect and admiration The Undertaker commands within the industry. Speaking to Steve Austin on the Broken Skull sessions, Undertaker reflected on the bout and his concussion. Somewhere within the first 5 minutes, I get concussed. I don't even remember that night. I've watched it back now and obviously know. My last memory that I can definitively tell you happened at about 3:30 in the afternoon when my wife came backstage and we had a conversation. That's the last thing I remember on my own about that day. At this point in my career, there is a huge process of me getting ready between stretching, visiting the doctors, and doing everything I need to do to get myself ready to perform. An hour and a half, 2-hour process that's completely gone. My memory picks up 4:30, 5 in the morning when I'm in the hospital and they're coming to check on me every few minutes asking me my name and I got no clue, he said in the interview. The Undertaker's WrestleMania 30 concussion serves as a stark reminder of the risks wrestlers face every time they step into the ring. It showcases the toll that years of physicality can take on the body, even for a legendary figure like The Undertaker. The incident also highlights the dedication and sacrifice of wrestlers who put their bodies on the line to entertain the fans. It is a testament to the sheer physical and mental toughness of wrestlers and their unwavering commitment to their craft, despite the risks involved. John Cena.
Cena counters. AA. Cover. Cena does it. He got him.
John Cena is a legendary professional wrestler who has achieved great success in the industry. He has won a joint record of 16 World Championship titles, including a record 13 WWE Champion titles and 3 World Heavyweight Champion titles. In addition, he has won 5 WWE United States Champion titles, 2 WWE Tag Team Champion titles, 2 World Tag Team Champion titles, 2 Royal Rumble victories, and a Money in the Bank victory. Cena has headlined numerous major WWE pay-per-view events, including WrestleMania 5 times. times. While some may argue that he isn't the most dominating or glamorous wrestler in the WWE, Cena's character work, passion, and promotional skills set him apart in a class of his own. He is a true professional who embodies the spirit of hard work and perseverance. In July 2015, Cena suffered a nasal fracture during a match against Seth Rollins. Rollins delivered a standard knee strike to Cena's face, resulting in the injury. The WWE released a statement to address the fans' concerns about the severity of Cena's injury, explaining that he had suffered a nasal fracture and was sent to the local emergency room for evaluation by an ear, nose, and throat doctor. Despite the injury, Cena managed to defeat Rollins and defend his title. After the match, Cena was taken to the emergency room for a checkup and several other procedures. According to WWE Dr. Steve Aquino on the WWE website, Cena had suffered a nasal fracture, but the diagnosis was not as bad as it looked. When Cena gets hurt, he's back in no time. His incredible physique and unbelievable conditioning make it possible, as does his immense desire to get back in the ring as soon as possible. Nothing can hold him back, and no one can tell him no. He insists on pushing himself and getting back to the fold despite what anyone says. Never give up, never back down, never surrender. This is Cena's mantra, and has been from the moment he rose to the top. Those qualities make him not only a role model to kids, but also an inspiration to adults facing injuries themselves. He was back in the ring before too long, showcasing his resilience and determination. This was a stark reminder of the physicality and risks involved in professional wrestling, and Cena's ability to overcome adversity is a testament to his skill and dedication to the sport. Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is a legendary name in the world of modern-day wrestling. He is not only one of the most recognizable figures in the sport, but also one of the most accomplished and popular wrestlers of all time. Unfortunately, he has also suffered his fair share of injuries in the ring throughout his career. Jeff Hardy is most well known for being one half of the legendary tag team duo, the Hardy Boys, which is widely regarded as one of the greatest partnerships in WWE history. Together with his brother Matt Hardy, the Hardy Boys have won an impressive 21 World Tag Team Championships across various promotions including WWE, TNA, ROH, and others. However, Jeff Hardy's accomplishments in the ring extend far beyond his tag team success. He has won 6 World Championships, including 2 WWE World Heavyweight Championships and 3 TNA World Heavyweight Championships. He has also claimed the Intercontinental Championship 5 times, the Hardcore Championship 3 times, and the European Light Heavyweight and United States Championships once each. With these titles, Jeff Hardy has cemented his place as the 18th Triple Crown Champion and the 9th Grand Slam Champion in WWE history. Despite his remarkable achievements, Jeff Hardy is not invincible. In fact, he has been involved in some of the most brutal matches and suffered significant injuries as a result. One such incident occurred during the 2018 edition of WWE Hell in a Cell, where he faced off against Randy Orton. He even drove a screwdriver through his ear, twisting it around in a gruesome move. However, what ended up landing Jeff Hardy in the hospital was not this move, but as the medical officials rushed him out of the arena and took him to the emergency room. The injury forced Jeff Hardy to take a leave of absence from the sport for over a month to recover. However, he eventually returned to the ring and even went on to win a couple more titles, including the Hardy Boys' 9th Tag Team Championship together in WWE against the USOs. Sadly, Jeff Hardy left the WWE franchise in early 2022, but his legacy as one of the most accomplished and resilient wrestlers of all time will live on. Neville. Neville's name has been circulating in the wrestling community. Born as Benjamin Satterley and made his name in pro wrestling for his trademark, literal high-flying fighting style in aerial attacks. Dude was so perfect in aerial attacks that everyone called him the man that gravity forgot. The Englishman started off in the Independent Wrestling Federation in native Northeast England before making his name as one of the best in the country and moving to the WWE in 2012. And despite the doubts about a British wrestler coming to the biggest stage, Satterley put up one hell of a performance in the NXT developmental territory and earned his respect to NXT Tag Team Championship titles, and winning the NXT Championship once were enough to get him his move to the main roster in 2015. It was around this time he took up the ring name Neville and began competing in the Cruiserweight division, where he became a record-to-time and longest-reigning WWE Cruiserweight champion. Fair to say Neville definitely had a good career in the WWE, but that's not all fighting the big boys brought for Neville. Apparently, it came with an ankle injury that sidelined him for months. And here's the mysterious part. No one saw the injury happen to him.
Chris Jericho reminding everyone of his feelings for AJ Styles.
Remember, they were bitter rivals, turned into pretty good teammates.
Well, back on March 14th, 2016, Neville was booked to face off against Chris Jericho on WWE Monday Night Raw. Everything started as a normal fight until the man that gravity forgot suddenly felt he had injured his ankle replaced, didn't show any serious physical contact with his ankle or anything like that. But Neville was out. The match ended with Neville winning the match, though, as Chris Jericho, who you already know is crooked, as a corkscrew argued with the referee and got disqualified before calling out AJ Styles for a confrontation. But backstage, Neville had to be rushed straight to the hospital because he had terribly fractured his ankle. How? Nobody knows. What we know is he needed quick medical attention and eventually had to be out of action, missed out on his scheduled WrestleMania 32 fight, and not returned to the ring until 4 months later. Enzo Amore. Known for his larger-than-life personality and quick wit on the microphone, Enzo wasn't the most gifted wrestler in the ring. However, his determination and passion for the business were undeniable. Unfortunately, Enzo's career took a devastating turn at the 2016 Payback pay-per-view, marking his main roster debut alongside his tag team partner, Big Cass.
Make it to the finals of this tournament now. One match away. Wow, man! Wow!
During the early moments of the match, Enzo found himself in a precarious position when Simon Gotch of the Vaudevillains threw him into the ropes, but something went horribly wrong. As Enzo's head hit the ring mat after bouncing off the middle rope, a chilling snap echoed throughout the arena. It was a moment that sent shockwaves through the WWE universe. The impact left Enzo in a state of disarray, lying motionless on the floor at ringside. Concerned officials and medical staff rushed to his aid, realizing the severity of the situation. The match was immediately halted, resulting in a no contest. Enzo's well-being took precedence over the planned outcome of the bout. With the crowd in stunned silence, the gravity of the situation became apparent. Our doctor was at ringside, attending to Enzo's motionless body. It was a distressing sight as the realization sank in that this was not just another scripted moment. Enzo was legitimately hurt, and the severity of his condition necessitated immediate medical attention. Enzo was swiftly transported to a nearby hospital, where a team of medical professionals assessed his injuries. It was determined that he had suffered a serious concussion, a sobering reminder of the dangers that lurk within the squared circle. The road to recovery would be a challenging one for Enzo, both physically and mentally. Luckily, Enzo's condition gradually improved, and he was able to make a full recovery. However, the incident served as a stark reminder of the risks involved in professional wrestling. It was a wake-up call for both the performers and the audience, highlighting the fine line between entertainment and genuine danger. Enzo's injury and subsequent hospitalization prompted WWE to reevaluate their safety protocols and reinforce their commitment to the well-being of their superstars. While accidents can and do happen, the company has taken significant steps to minimize the risk of serious injuries in the ring. For Enzo, this experience was a turning point in his career. It forced him to confront the harsh reality of the business he loved, and he emerged with a newfound appreciation for the risks involved. Though his time in WWE was ultimately cut short, Enzo's resilience and determination to entertain never wavered. Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett, a charismatic and talented performer, had all the makings of a WWE superstar. However, his journey in the company was marred by a series of unfortunate injuries. One of the most notable occurred during a Battle Royal main event on Raw, leading up to WrestleMania 28. Amid the chaotic match, Barrett found himself outside the ring, waiting for an opportunity to re-enter the fray. The Big Show, a towering presence in the ring, seized the moment and hurled Dolph Ziggler towards Barrett. In a split second, Barrett positioned himself to catch Ziggler, but the impact was far from ideal. As Ziggler collided with Barrett, the force of the impact caused Barrett's left elbow to dislocate. The excruciating pain was evident on his face, and the match came to a screeching halt. Medical personnel rushed to his aid, realizing the severity of the injury. It was clear that Barrett needed immediate medical attention. Barrett was swiftly transported to the hospital, where doctors assessed the damage. The dislocation of his left elbow was a significant injury that required careful treatment and rehabilitation. The road to recovery would be a long and challenging one, with Barrett facing months of rehabilitation and physical therapy. During his time away from the ring, Barrett focused on his recovery, determined to return stronger than ever. He underwent extensive rehabilitation to regain strength and mobility in his injured elbow. It was a grueling process, but Barrett's determination and resilience never wavered. After nearly 8 months of intense rehabilitation, Wade Barrett made his triumphant return to WWE. The Barnacle Fighter character he debuted was short-lived, but his resilience and determination to succeed succeed remained unwavering. Barrett's comeback was met with excitement and applause from the WWE Universe, who had eagerly awaited his return. Barrett's injury and subsequent hospitalization prompted WWE to reevaluate its safety protocols and implement measures to minimize the risk of similar injuries. The incident served as a reminder of the physical toll that professional wrestling can take on its performers and the importance of prioritizing their well-being. Wade Barrett's story is a testament to the perseverance and dedication of professional wrestlers. Despite facing setbacks and injuries, Barrett never lost sight of his passion for the business. His journey from injury to recovery serves as an inspiration to aspiring wrestlers and a reminder of the sacrifices these athletes make for our entertainment. As we reflect on Wade Barrett's injury and hospitalization, let us appreciate the resilience and determination of these superstars. Their commitment to their craft and their ability to overcome adversity is what makes professional wrestling so captivating. Wade Barrett's story is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the power of perseverance. Lastly, the stories of these WWE superstars rushed to the hospital from the ring highlight the dangers and sacrifices they face for our entertainment. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to watch another fascinating video like this, click on one of the boxes on your screen right now.